presenter is Rick Goldman. In 1999, there was a movie called The Sixth Sense. In that movie, a frightened little boy says, "I see dead people." When the boy was asked where he sees them, he says, "I see dead people everywhere." Now we will find out what Rick sees. Please help me welcome, a web designer with 20 years of experience, Rick Goldman.
I don't see dead people. I see dumb people. And I see dumb people everywhere. Now sometimes I give you examples of people who went somewhere else for a website and they ran into a problem, and you probably think, oh, these are the rare exceptions. Oh no, there's dumb people everywhere. Let me show you. I needed to get a TV, so I went to the website for Target, and all I did is I clicked that button right there. It's a picture of the back of the TV because I wanted to see where you connect the cables, how you connect, and I get this error. Sorry, something went wrong. This is not rocket science. I just want to see a picture of the back. I see dumb people. Do you see them? They're everywhere. This guy is not dumb, and when I say dumb, I'm never referring to the victims, the people who paid good money to get a website and got garbage. This guy's pretty smart. He's got 6,000 BNI chapters just like this all around the world. And it's really difficult. It's impossible to find a chapter that doesn't have a web designer. So if he's got 6,000 chapters, he's got 6,000 web designers. Should be easy to find a good one, right? Well, I went to the website because I've got this event that I'm producing for a client in Chicago. I needed a caterer. So right here, I typed in catering Chicago, which is exactly what it tells you to do here in the instructions. And what do I find? Well, the first one is in Warren, Michigan. That's not even the same state. The second one is in Nashville, Tennessee. That's not even close. Now, these others, yes, they're in Chicago. So look at the first one. Computer consultant. The second one, legal, attorney, family. The next one, real estate, residential. Which one of them is going to cater the event for me in Chicago? Are you starting to see dumb people? They're everywhere. Say it with me. I see dumb people. Potemkin Automotive Group. Dana works there. Not her fault. She's certainly not dumb. The people in the corporate office made her a brand new website. 2 weeks ago she said, "Rick, check out my website. I wish you could have made it." But corporate took care of it. They made a website. Well, great. So I looked at it. It doesn't work. In 2015, they made a website that you can't view on a mobile device. I'm blowing it up giant size here on the screen. You can't even read the text. And what are these black lines running through the text? Potemkin earns $1.5 billion annually. That's about 1.5 billion more than me. And this is what they got. This is Gurley Lane. She became the official NFL travel concierge for Super Bowl 2010. But before that, she hired 3 web designers, got ripped off each time, and there's a video on my website with her talking for 4.5 minutes about how she got ripped off 3 different times and then found me. Even her attorney told her there's nothing you can do to get your money back. If you give someone $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 and they say, "I don't feel like working for you," how much are you going to pay a $250 or $300 an hour attorney just to go explain what happened? And then the court costs and the filing fees. She came to Ad Excellence. She got an amazing website. This is her website. That's her brochure. The NFL had a room with 500 people. They picked her to be the official travel concierge for Super Bowl. She gives me credit for that. About 4 years ago, Bob Yaffe referred me to the town of Bay Harbor Islands, to the 2 IT guys who work there, and they wanted a new website. Now, right here, I want you to notice that part. It says pay online. So it's e-commerce. You can actually pay for certain things that the city has online. Now, recently, the IT department said, well, that was fine, but now let's see what someone else can do. It's time for an upgrade. Let's get something new and see how it works out. So they hired someone new and they started running into problems. Listen to the sadness in the IT professional's voice.
Rick, it's Greg in Bay Harbor Island. How are you, sir? It's Wednesday afternoon at about 1 o'clock. Listen, I need to, we're trying to set up some things with the e-commerce page on the new site, and as you know, we're having problems. And one of the proposed solutions, because right now our main thing is just trying to implement the site and get it up and running as quickly as possible.
I think that's enough. Here, he's
By the
got a
way-
problem.
And by the way, it's still not up and running.
It's still
We
not.
still have your website.
This was how many months ago they started. So here's the company that can't make it work. And so they offer two solutions. Like this is a brand new thing. They just discovered it's e-commerce. One solution is, well, give us somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 and we'll fix it. And that should take 8 to 12 weeks. So what does Greg, the IT professional, think of that? He wrote me this email. Not happy, 8 to 12 weeks. I could build a single family home in that time. He's not a happy camper right now. Then I came up with a solution, and it's a horrible solution, but it'll work. The horrible solution is, we'll keep the e-commerce part live on our server. They build the new website over there on their server. When someone clicks e-commerce, it comes to our site. It's a terrible solution, but that's all they've got. So when I told Greg that, he sent me this email. Just proceed. He didn't even ask, what's it going to cost? He knows me. He trusts me. Just proceed. A few years ago, we built a website for a company in Chicago called Stage Right. Lately, I'm doing a lot of work for them. And the reason is they hired a marketing director for $50,000 a year. This marketing director says, I'm going to build a new website. So you get someone to build a new website in 2014. It doesn't work in mobile devices. In 2014, you don't build websites that don't work in mobile devices. I see dumb people. So now they hired me again, fired their marketing director, and now we're making a new website. It will work in mobile devices. And because of that old horrible website, they lost all the ranking. Now the only way you can find them is if you search for them by their name, Stage Right or Stage Right Inc. That was the only way to find them. So first I got hired to fix the old website, and we're making a new one. So in fixing the old website, we got them to get really good ranking for a lot of terms related to what they do. And there's more like AV Chicago, AV companies in Chicago, or audio-visual companies. That's what they are. They're an audio-visual company. Before you couldn't find them that way. Now you can. We also made a nice trade show display for them, and a podium with a monitor where we're going to show off some of the things that their company does. I even got them approved to give continuing education credits to meeting planners. Meeting planners are their prime customers. So now we're putting on an event in their office where we're inviting meeting planners in. We're going to feed them, we're going to give them wine, and say, oh, and by the way, you're going to get continuing education credits for this. And we created the invitation for the event, which is being emailed and mailed by the post office. We made shirts for them so that when the meeting planners come in, they all look professional. And we even made name tags for them, so everyone will be easy to recognize, and they'll be able to greet people by their name. Now here's a website for the meeting planning group in Chicago. Cvent is a publicly held corporation. They do a lot of work with meeting planners. So they're trying to make meeting planners happy. They said, don't worry, we'll make you this website for your upcoming golf tournament, and people will be sponsors. Well, the guys I'm working for in Chicago, they want to be sponsors. So they go, Rick, find out what we can do to be a sponsor. We want to sponsor this event. So right there's a button. It says View Sponsorship Opportunities. So when I click that button, here's what I get.
Oh my.
I see dumb people everywhere. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you for those wonderful presentations.